Hey there, everybody. I am sure that many of you have already designed your holiday cards, but in case you haven't and need some quick and easy or elaborate ideas for those last minute special people, I am happy to share a lot of different options with you today. So let's get started. First card that I want to show you is this one. This is I still want to make my Christmas cards. I need to mass produce them and it needs to go really, really fast. So the way that this one is created is that I just embossed this with the brick and mortar embossing folder. It's a layer of basic white on a basic white card front. I left the inside totally blank, but you could definitely add a greeting kind of stamp in there and sign it and it would be beautiful. The other products that I used on here, just some bling and a greeting that was kind of long. This is just die cut from the shapeless shapes, stylish shapes. And then this is actually cut from the Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper that goes with the candy cane bundle. But you could also stamp a candy cane and add it here. This is one of my sketches, if you will, that I've been going to quite heavily during this Christmas season, where it's an embossed layer with just a popped up greeting and one other little element and some bling. Just those four things and you're good to go. If you have to do some mass producing 20 or more, this is a great go-to design to consider. Now, as I show you the other ones, this is similar to that, but I'm using this really awesome die that comes in this bundle. And what I did this time is I die cut it twice and I stacked it up with mini dimensionals and regular size dimensionals. I think the regular ones only fit in these two corners, and otherwise I was using minis on the larger stripes. I love the depth. You can see the shadowing here as I'm filming this. And then this is just second generation stamping to kind of fade candy canes out a little bit in order to really bring that bold background into view. I didn't second generation stamp this. This is just a lighter green ink, the mint macaron that goes with this cardstock. And then again, this is an example of adding a greeting, which does come with the stamp set, to the inside of your card. Now this is a crosshatch version of this. I full on stamped the candy canes, and there's all of my greetings and everything. And if you want to know my tips and tricks, because it took a while to figure this out, stick around for the rest of this video, because the next thing I'm going to show you once I get done with these cards is how you get this perfect every time. And then once again, I stamped on the inside of the card with one of the other greetings that comes in this beautiful bundle. Last but not least, the most elaborate of the cards. Again, I'm going to show you how to get this cross hatch effect in just a moment. I stamped this. I'm going to actually pop up in the corner there a picture of a planner sticker kit that I used as inspiration. I saw this sticker kit in Lemon Honey Studios Christmas selection, and I loved the color combo. I don't know about you, if you've ever looked at anything and been like, ooh, how cool is that? They put a pink and an orange with a dark green and a navy together, and I loved it. And it didn't scream Christmas from the colors if you just laid them out, but when you make it with candy canes and a Christmas greeting, now it screams Christmas. That's where the inspiration from these colors came. I don't know if I left this one blank. It could easily have a greeting on there. I'm more concentrated on getting this fun layout done and getting this crosshatch to work. This was actually my second attempt at the crosshatch once I got the hang of it. Let me show you, after all my trying, how to get this to work every single time. This die to make our crosshatch is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I want all of these to be the same dimension. Basic white, 2 pieces of adhesive sheet, and 2 pieces of Mary Merlot are all 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. What I'm going to do is these are the sticky pieces. I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them on the Mary Merlot. And I'm going to try and line it up. It's not, it doesn't have to be absolute perfection. If you're off a tiny bit or you overlap just a little bit, it's not the end of the world at all. This will still work perfect. but you want to try and come as close as you can. So that's fine. And then we'll do this one. Your fingers are going to get sticky. I would highly recommend when you finish this part, you go ahead and wash your hands, use some rubbing alcohol, swab, something to get the adhesive off your fingers, or the rest of this assembly is going to drive you nuts because everything is going to stick to your fingers. Once we get this one done, you won't even notice it, but I'm going to clean off my hands real quick. Okay, I don't need the release paper. I can throw that away. And now we're down to the basically 3 layers. I'm going to flip one of these over, and then I'm going to run the die this way and then this way. And that is the most important part. I'm going to do it correctly on this side. This is going to be the top layer. And I'm going to do it backwards on this side, and it's going to be the bottom layer. The reason that you do that is so that you get the crosshatch, because if I cut them both this way, it never works. Trust me, you would think you could just turn it around, but it doesn't work. It works best if you do it this way. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to die cut this one. I'm going to die cut this one, and I'll be right back. Voila. We're going to take out all of these little scraps. These are the pieces that the die cut. Voila. This one was cut face up, or cardstock up. This was cut adhesive sheet up. Now we're going to attach this one to here. You can see they're both the same size. They're going to attach together really easily. Just make sure you have a pointy something or other. Take your pick tool, paper piercer, snips, just to get under there and get those corners going. One more piece here and we're good. Okay, now I'm just going to lay this down on here. I'm just going to line up my corners. I'm going to roll this down. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, just close enough. We can always trim a little bit. What you'll notice is this is the sharp edge. It's not the nice, clean, finished edges like this one. And this is going to go on top here. What I'm going to do now is peel these away. And then we'll finish it off. What I usually find is, for whatever reason, it always cuts better on the layer that is going to show, which is awesome. You can see on this one, I got a nice border all the way around. For some reason, I got a little thin over here. Quick commercial break. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind clicking that like button so YouTube knows to share this video with other people. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you know that every time I post a video. Let's get back to it. But it's not even going to matter because I'm going to line these up here. This is going to sneak over here. We're going to trim that little bit away and everything will be just fine. So I'm going to lay this down, and then all I have to do is trim the littlest bit of white away over here and everything will line up just fine. But that is how you get the crosshatch. Let me take this little tiny piece off and use my long blade scissors to do that. I'm just going to cut right up this one. I want to stay really close to the top layer and just trim that white away. And I'm going to do that over here too, just to lose the white silhouette. Just a little bit. There we go. Now I have a nice finish on top. I have the rough finish showing through, and I have my layer. That is how you create these two that I showed you earlier. I hope you enjoyed finding out how to make this beautiful crosshatch and that you give it a try for yourself. Thanks so much for watching this whole video. I really appreciate you. You'll see on this end card that there are videos that are similar to this that you will enjoy. And I hope you click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you know the next time I post a video. Have a great day.